Hello everyone. Today we'll be dealing with the dishonest seller topic and we'll solve questions of it using the multiplying factor concept. Okay. So before moving on to the question, let's start what multiplying factor is. Okay. The concept of multiplying factor. So multiplying factor. Okay, I'm writing it short. Multiplying factor. Okay. So multiplying factor is basically some fraction. Okay. Is a fraction which fraction of corresponding or fractions corresponding to different aspects. Okay, by aspects I mean with respect to sellers. Okay, so aspects for a seller will be what? Basically buying, selling at some price, giving discount, and all these things. Okay, so fractions corresponding to different aspects. Okay, now let's explain it, understand it in more detailed manner. So suppose there is a seller. Okay, so the different aspects of seller will be what? He'll be buying it from somewhere, buying from wholesaler. Okay, he must be or might be marking up. Okay, he must or he might be giving discount to the to the customers. Okay, discount and other things. Okay, other like counterfeiting of weight or whatever things. Okay, so for each of these things we'll have a multiplying factor. Okay, multiplying factor basically like it might be 6 by 5, it might be 4 by 5, anything it can be. Okay, we'll be having multiplying factors. Okay, and so while solving the questions, what we'll do is we'll multiply each of the multiplying factors. Okay, each of the multiplying factors related to the aspects for the sellers. Okay, what all things, processes, aspects involved in the questions. Okay, that all will be multiplying and we'll getting an answer, and from there we'll derive the profit percentage or profit loss. Okay, we'll understand it better with the questions. Okay, before doing that thing, two things to keep in mind. Okay, before moving on to the question. So first thing is you have to treat everything treating just a second, treating each aspect individually. Okay, so what does this mean? Okay, it means that suppose that he's buying a 10% profit. Okay, so he suppose that while buying from wholesaler, the seller, or what should I write in place of this? You. Okay, I'll write you. Okay, suppose that you are a seller. Okay, that will be better. So for while buying, you are getting some discount from the wholesaler. Okay, so like suppose the product is of 6 and he's giving to you 2 at 5 only. Okay, this is what you are giving. Okay, and now you are marking up. Okay, so you'll mark it, you won't consider these things while marking up. Okay, you'll have to treat it individually. Okay, like suppose that this was 6 or 5 and suppose that the marking up, wait, let me erase this, whatever is written. Okay, and suppose that you are marking 30% up. Okay, so you won't be writing, like you won't be considering like it costed you 5 rupees, so you'll write 5 into 1.3. Okay, no, you have to treat it separately. Okay, marking up 30% basically means 13 by 10. Okay, the product was of 10 and you marked it up to 13. Okay, you won't be considering this and this. Okay, and changing this. Okay, you will treat each of these quantities as individual quantities, and all of these things will work individually. Okay, you don't have to merge up. Okay, this is what makes this multiplying factor concept in a dishonest sellers questions. Multiplying factor concepts, this is how it differentiates from conventional. Okay, these are the factors which differentiate the multiplying factor concept with other conventional approach of taking 100, 120 like this. Okay, these are the things which helps better. Now second thing is, let's understand more about multiplying factor. Okay, so see, multiplying factor, I'll tell you in detail like how to get multiplying factor and all this. Okay, so suppose what actually multiplying factor is. Okay, now while first thing I already told you, treat each of the aspects individually. Okay, now let's erase all this. Okay, each of these aspects I'll take into consideration. The first was clear. I'll write just individual and you will grasp it better. Second thing, okay, so suppose that, okay, you have gone to wholesaler. Okay, and he has given you a discount. Okay, or before coming to the question. Okay, what will be multiplying factor? Okay, what multiplying factor is? Okay, what you are portraying and what actual it is. Okay, this is what multiplying factor is. That's it, done, khatam. Okay, portraying by actual, this is numerator, this is denominator. Okay, this is what multiplying factor will be. Okay, now let's understand it with example. It will be better, you'll get it better. Okay? What you are portraying, what you are claiming. Okay, whatever you want to write, you can write claiming, whatever you want. Okay, so suppose that you went to a wholesaler, okay, and he gave you 6 rupees. Okay, he gave you he gave you 10% discount. Okay, so portrayed or claimed quantity is how much? 10. Okay, but suppose we have assumed that claimed quantity or portrayed quantity is how much? Is 10. Okay, but you are getting a discount of 10%. Okay, so 10% of 10 will be 1 only. So how much are you paying? How much are you paying? You are paying 10 minus the discount value, that is 1. Okay, so 10 by 9. Okay, so this is what actual quantity is and this is what you are paying. Okay, now in other words, if I say what the customer or the other person, okay, not you, let me write what not you means the other person is paying upon what you are paying. Okay, this is what multiplying factor will be with respect to you. By you I mean a seller. Okay, remember, keep yourself in that place and then understand this. Next is marking up. Okay, so suppose the quantity is, you have marked it 20% above. Okay, so you means actual. Okay, these two things, if you remember, done, it will be sorted. Okay, actual is 10. Okay, but what are you portraying it? What are you portraying it? What not you means the customer will be paying. He'll be paying marked up 20% above. 20% above basically means 10 into 1 plus 20 by 100, right? This will be 12. So he'll be paying 12 rupees, right? 12. Okay, now the third thing is discount factor. Okay, suppose that discount you are giving, discount you giving. Okay, discount you giving. So suppose that you are giving 10% discount. Okay, so you are portraying it like you are portraying it that you are giving 10% discount. Okay, so to you it costed 10. Okay, remember I have told you to treat each of the quantities as individual. Okay, although you got a discount from wholesaler, you have marked it up. Okay, so giving discount is actually not a loss for you, but you have to treat it as a loss because you have to treat each of these factors, each of these aspects as separate quantity. Okay, so it is 10, but you are giving a 10% discount, so you are selling it at 9 rupees only. Okay, so 9 by 10. Okay, other things like suppose that there is a counterfeit weight. Okay, counterfeit weight basically means like suppose it is actually of 1000 gram. Okay, you are saying that you are giving 1000 gram, but the weight is counterfeited and you are giving 900 gram only. Okay, so in that case multiplying factor will be how much? 1000 by 900. Okay, so this is what multiplying factor is. Okay, now one thing to notice is whenever the individual aspect or individual, what to say, individual case, individual part, whatever you want to say. Okay, like these are the 4 parts as of now associated with the seller, right? So here see, you are getting a discount, you got a discount from the wholesaler, right? So it is a profit scenario for you. Okay, so if you carefully observe, 10 by 9 is what, whatever value it is, but one thing you for sure know, that it is greater than 1, right? So multiplying factor is greater than 1 when it is a profit for you. Okay, this is what you need to notice. When the multiplying when you are getting a profit, it is a profit scenario, na? Like you are getting 10 like material of 10 rupees worth, but we are paying 9 rupee only. Okay, so this is the kind of a profit for you. Okay, now you have marked up the product 20% above, so 12 by 10 is 1.2, clearly greater than 1. Again multiplying factor greater than 1, so it is a profit for you again. Okay, the third thing, you are giving a discount. Giving a discount is actually a notional loss for you. Okay, a loss for you, that's why you got 9 by 10, that is 0.9, less than 1. So multiplying factor is less than 1, it is a loss for you, right? Overall what happens, that won't be considered. Okay, as I told you, treat each of the aspects, each of the things linked to the seller as individual quantity. Okay, now others is like counterfeiting weight. Okay, this is also greater than 1, multiplying factor greater than 1, a profit for you. Okay, so I hope you understood what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that whenever there is a profit for you, the multiplying factor will be greater than 1 whenever the profit. Okay, and these all things, like if you read the questions and then you can also spot it, that when to take multiplying factor greater than 1, when to take less than 1, in case you get confused. Okay, So this question I am referring to only right now. Okay. Let's complete this as well. So I hope you are clear with getting the multiplying factors. Okay. Now let's understand the final process. So all the multiplying factors you got, just multiply them all. Okay. 1000 by 900. Okay. So multiplying them all, what do we get? This complete is the same factor. This gets cancelled. This is over here. So 1200 by 900. So this is 1.333. Okay. So 1.333. So see, 1.333 basically shows like whatever the final result you get. Okay. This is multiplying factor is greater than 1. Okay. So this is a profit for you. Okay. Overall means when you consider all these aspects, all these things linked to it. Okay. All these processes linked to it, linked to the seller or you. Okay. So multiplying factor greater than 1, this is a profit for you. Okay. And how much is the profit? For that you need to see the last the digits after the decimal part. Okay. So it is what? 0.3333. Okay. So 0.333. Okay. 333, or in percentage multiply by 100. So multiplying by 100 you get 33.33% as the answer. Okay. So this is what the profit percentages will be. Okay. So if I frame the question, so the question basically was, a seller went to the wholesaler and he got a 10% discount. 10% discount from the wholesaler. Later on, the seller marked up the price by 20% and he also gave a 10% discount to his customers. Plus, he counterfeited the weight by showing 900 gram only for 1000 gram. Okay. So what is his profit percentage or loss? So this is what it is. Okay. That's what all I explained. Now let's understand this with some PYQs. So here's CAT 2023 question. So a merchant purchases a cloth at a rate of 100 per meter and receives 5 centimeter cloth free for every 100 centimeter of the cloth. Okay. So see, he is paying the money for 100 centimeter and he receives 5 extra. So you only keep yourself in the what place? A merchant place. Okay. You are paying 100 rupees only. Okay. 100 centimeter for the price. You are paying the worth of 100 centimeter only and you are getting 5 centimeter extra. So it is a profit for you. Okay. How much is the profit? For 100 you are getting 100 plus 5, right? And paying for 100 only. Okay. So as I told you, two things, right? What two things? Portrayed claim and not you. Okay. So portrayed and actual. Okay. Actual, not you. Okay. These are the two things you should consider while solving it. Okay. So you are paying the price for 100 only, yeah, right? But you are getting 100 plus 5, so 105. So the multiplying factor for this particular thing is 105. Next, he sells the same cloth at 110 per meter, but cheats his customers by giving 95 centimeter cloth for every this. Okay. So see, before coming to the three factors. Okay. First multiplying factor we got over here. Let me shade it. First we got over here. Okay. Now he sells the same cloth at 110 per meter. Okay. How much is he getting for? He's getting for 100 only, right? And he's selling it for 110. So it's a profit for you. So 110 you are selling it from. So what I told you, not you means customer. So he sells the clothes at 110. So 110 is the numerator and denominator 100 basically you, because you are the merchant and you paid 100 for it. Okay. So this is the second multiplying factor which we got. Next, but he cheats his customer by giving 95 centimeter of cloth for every 100 centimeter of cloth purchased by the customer. This is the third multiplying factor we'll be getting. Okay. So he cheats his customer by giving 95 only. Okay. So actual, portraying, how much are you portraying? You are portraying 100, but actually you are giving 95 only. Okay. So 95, the third multiplying factor we got. Now the last multiplying factor, if a merchant provides a 5% discount. So as I told you, discount is a loss for you. Okay. You are saying that, so this factor if I consider, you are saying that you are giving 100 rupee product, but in reality you are giving 95. Okay. Like you are taking the money, not you, means the front person, the customer I mean. Okay. You are paying that customer, you are giving the product of worth 100 and you are getting 95 only. Okay. 95 rupee only, because you are giving a 5% discount. Okay. So all these multiplying factors we got, let's multiply them all. 105 by 100, 110 by 100, 100 by 95, 95 by 100. Okay. So multiplying all, both of these get cancelled and here we get 105 into 110. Okay. We'll get multiplying all of these, we'll get 1.155. Okay, so as I told you, you got greater than 1, so this is a profit for you first of all. And profit percentage if I talk about, so the digits after the decimal, that is 0.155. Okay, or percentage multiplied by 100 to convert it into percentage, so 15.5%. Option B is the answer. That's it. See how neatly it can be done if you know like these multiplying factors. Okay, let's deal with one more question. Easy one. A dishonest seller dealer marks up the price of a goods by 20%. Okay, the first factor, marks up basically the profit for you. Okay, so 20% means the product is of 100 but he's showing it to be 120. Next, and gives a discount of 10% to the customer. So 10% means he's showing that he's giving a product of 100 and taking 90 rupee only. Okay, like he's giving product worth rupees 100 but he's taking the money of 90 only. He also uses a 900 gram weight instead of 1000. Okay, so he's portraying that he's giving 1000 but he gets 900 only. Okay, so this is what all the multiplying factors will be. Okay, now one more thing, if you get confused, okay, like if you get confused in this thing, like what should we take? Like what should we take? We could have taken 900 by 1000 as well, right? But remember, he uses a 900 gram weight instead of 1 kilogram weight. Okay, so in reality he says that he's giving 1000 weight but he's giving 900 only. Okay, so basically this is a profit for you. Now you are saying that I am giving you 1 kg thing, okay, but you are giving 900 gram only. Okay, so this is a profit for you because you are giving a less worth product. Okay, and you are taking the price of whole 1000. Okay, so in case you take 900 by 1000, then this multiplying factor will be less than 1. Okay, less than 1, as I told you initially only, that this is a loss, but I know that this process is resulting in your profit, so this has to be greater than 1. These are the things which you should which like you don't get confused with. This gets cancelled and overall we get 1.2. so as I told you, this is a multiplying factor greater than 1, so a profit, how much profit? 0.2, post decimal 0.2 or 20%. So that's it, 20% is the answer to this. So I hope this topic was clear. Thank you.